Matt Becker, John Norris, and Ggreg Chaille.
Hello.
Hey, whoa, John.
I'm on.
You're first.
I'm not. I made it.
Oh, it's not baseball. Tie doesn't go to the runner. John, you clearly beat the tag on that one. You got here
Are
first.
you trying to say I'm on a runner? Yeah.
Well, I want to, full disclosure, guys. I've been, the podcast has been drinking a little tonight, today.
Isn't that a song? Yeah.
It is now. I went downtown OB, a couple hours ago, and, my gal was getting her hair dyed, which meant I had a lot of, hanging around time.
Sure.
So, I'm gonna just be up front. Yeah.
You can drive on hair dye, right?
I could drive on my breath right now, probably. Yeah. So I love old Bisbee. Don't spend much time down there. And today, basically, I'm like, well, how come I don't spend more time down there? It's beautiful, beautiful, like upper 70s, lots of tourists walking around. Yeah, it's a fucking great little town that I mean, I got no reason to leave the compound, Becker, but at the same time, it's fucking charming as fuck, man. It is so cool.
Did I tell you that? Do you remember when we came back? I told you, I go, you guys live here, so you're probably jaded, but I'm telling you, we came with fresh eyes, and this place is adorable.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, and then I'm just like snapping pictures of for sale signs in like backwater alleys, like where, people don't want to walk up that far kind of thing. So yeah, so it was fun. And then I found out from, Rachel at the parlor where, tattoo, vape, and hair salon, someone died in town. And this happens. Someone who owned a bunch of storefront properties in Old Bisbee, the Gulch and Tombstone Canyon. Someone died. No relatives, no heirs. So
what does that mean?
That means to err is human,
yes.
But without an error, it goes right on the market.
Yeah. There's going to be an auction soon. And I'm like, oh my God. I told Chase, I go, we got to jump on this because, these storefronts here, they were built in like the early 1800s. That's how long these have been storefronts. There's been a million owners, but the fucking brick and mortar is still there from when they first fucking laid it.
Jeez.
John, you're going to go to Bisbee at some point, but the thing is it's like, it looks like a movie set is what it looks like.
I'm house shopping for Bisbee right now.
Well, it's gone up a lot in value since we bought a house there.
I know. You guys are driving up we talk about it too much. It's driving up the price of the houses.
We tried this yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't work out so well. You guys basically tied as the two worst, shittiest internet connections. And one of you is only a third world country. So what does that say?
My country shut the tower down, so I don't know what his excuse is.
The internet was shitty yesterday. It was down everywhere. Did you not read about it?
John.
I thought there was a soccer game, but...
Tell the truth, John. Tell the truth.
I don't know if this has anything to do with Amazon, but the Amazon servers were down, and it was fucking up the entire internet.
No, that has nothing to do with what happened. John, you fucking went downstairs in the basement at your PBS job, and
that's true.
That was the fucking problem.
That was the main problem?
Yeah.
Well, the main problem was the internet at my house wasn't working. So I got that fixed. So now I'm at home in the comfort of my home.
Fantastic.
With my tiny old dog. And it feels great to be back on the podcast, guys.
Oh, no, welcome back, both of you.
Thanks.
It's good. Yeah. And for me, I was going to tell Ggreg when we started on Monday, a guy went up and down the road with the megaphone thing on.
Like in the Blues Brothers, where he's going up and down the street of the car with the
yeah,
big
they
speaker.
do that here.
Yeah,
exactly.
And because I don't really have any grasp of Spanish at all, he just goes blah 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 blah. And apparently, when they do that, that's their public address system saying we're going to shut the tower down. But to be fair, guys, because I couldn't call you because I go, well, maybe the minutes ran out on the Wi-Fi stick. I don't know. So I used the phone and it won't do it. And I'm like, what? This doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me. But the real follow-up is I have a landline here too. And so it works. But then I realized that all years we've done this, I don't have either one of your phone numbers.
That's by design. That's by design.
I never thought to give you my phone number because you would have to just like write it down on a piece of paper and lose it.
Yeah. But so I sat there going, I could call them and explain that the towers are all down. I'm just out, but I couldn't do that. So then
I figured it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was funny because they did warn me.
Well, it begs the question, Becker. What if they were saying, air raid shelters, get cover, we're being attacked?
Well, I know. That's why I need that Google Translate.
Yes.
First of all, real dick move to attack Costa Rica. Who's doing that?
Well, you never know. That might be just a stepping stone, John. This is the Trump world we're living in. I mean, you never know.
Kim Jong-un hates sloths. That is, he's dropping bombs on Costa Rica.
That's funny because that's what he called his stepbrother.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. If he's waving scarves in front of him, he's in trouble.
That's some pretty fucking crazy. I'm drunk, so I'm probably going to say fuck a lot. That's some pretty crazy James Bond shit, right? Like being attacked.
No, that was amazing.
Yeah.
So those girls like rubbed some sort of poison lotion on him.
All right.
Is that am I recalling the news story correctly?
But
they just waved it in his face. I guess it's so potent and they couldn't figure out why the girls didn't have effects from it.
Well, no, that one of them had like as soon as like I guess he crumbled like a rag doll, and then some authorities went by and said, "Hey, hold on," and she immediately split and went to the restroom to wash her hands because I think she understood, at least had a cursory knowledge of like, yeah, the things that just made that guy crumble, I probably don't want on my hands too long. You know, I mean, there were all sorts of signs that this was a hit.
According to the BBC, both women said they were paid to take part in what they thought was a TV prank.
Awesome. See, that's great.
Oh, hidden camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one girl
cover.
had an LOL shirt on. How funny is that?
Lol.
Living out loud.
Or something.
The angel of death wearing a LOL sweater.
Yeah. You never expect it.
His face was smeared with a toxic nerve agent. Man.
But like, wait, hold on a second. How did she, I mean, think of how many times you touch your face in a day. Then they smear this like toxic jelly on her hands and she has to wait for him to walk by.
And she said she didn't know what it was. I mean.
Well, you don't ask a lot of questions.
Trusted him. Hey, but the thing is the reason Amazon went down today is everybody's trying to order it.
Hey, Becker, like just to figure out, like when someone is at an airport and they're going to walk by you and like to where you could like make that kind of connection. Becker, remember when we were at the desert party and there was one comic that we got back to Vegas and he had kind of a freak out session and then, and he thought everything was like a prank on him. And then he had to get to the airport, but then he said, fuck it, I'm not going. And then you and I went to the Vegas airport, McCarran Airport, and
who did we see? To
make sure that we knew his gate, we knew the time and everything, and we knew the path he would have to take to get down that concourse. And we were like, I mean, we had everything but like newspapers with the eyes cut out, like hiding behind things, waiting for him to go by us. And he like went by us. And then we went
He did. He walked right by us and I had an LOL shirt on.
And then we get to the actual, like to the gate and he already slipped on. But I mean, we did confirm that he had got on the plane, but it was like, how do you coordinate that? I mean, you kind of know where they're going to be, but you don't know when. And now you've got this like toxic jelly on this innocent girl's hands. I mean, it is.
How many
other people could have died?
Yeah, I guess you have to be worried that like the girl is gonna die before she gets to him, and then you just have girls in LOL sweaters piling up, and that looks suspicious.
Like a queue line of LOL sweaters and girls with like one plastic glove on.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, there's just a trail of dead girls following him in the airport, from like the check-in counter through security to like the Sbarro.
she
Hey,
goes.
you want to eat at the Heart Attack Grill?
It's funny. She's got this like smeared jelly on her latex glove, and she's like, "I think I'm having reaction to latex." No. it's not. Listen, sweetheart, it's not the latex. Just wait your turn in line. You'll either go up or we'll hose you down like Silkwood.
It still smells like Burt's Bees.
They told me it was wax. I've been putting it on my lips. Can I sit down? So, guys, you want a bear hide update? I'll just jump off.
Yeah, bear hide update.
So, bear hide update. I bought the bear hide and the kangaroo pelt at a local estate sale. And then I realized it was going to cost me a lot of money just to buy everything to repair the basically the cape, what they call for the bear hide. Kangaroo, that's not a problem. I was going to have to re-oil. I was going to buy all this shit from Taxidermy Supply. Van Dyke Taxidermy. It's really good. Sponsor the show for the day. Van Dyke Taxidermy. I said, fuck it. I'm like, I'm into this thing for $50, that and the kangaroo. And I found a guy in St. David, which is on the way to Sierra Vista, or actually Tucson from Bisbee. It's like a 15, 20-minute drive. I go out there. I meet this fucking salt of the earth dude who worked on the pipeline in Alaska. And now he does taxidermy. He's a retired guy. He was awesome. And I took the fucking thing to him, and he's gonna do the whole thing. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it a throw. He's gonna trim it up. And did you guys see the picture I sent earlier?
Yeah, it's a bear butt.
Okay, so like looking at the picture, and it'll be in the show notes. And I urge you to look at this. I'm thinking at the bottom of the picture is the back legs, and the top of the picture are the front, the forepaws, right? And we've got this thing laid out on his table, and he goes, no, dude, you're looking at it wrong. I'm 90 degrees off. I'm looking at just the back end of the bear. That the bear, that's the lower half of the torso.
So you just had the bare ass?
I had the bare ass. And then we did a measurement. That was good, Becker. The measurement, the barrel chest of this bear is 86 inches. That's over 7 feet.
Whoa.
That's and it's a brown bear shot probably in the summer because the hide is not a prize hide. And then he showed me where the bullet hole was. It's in that lower portion. He goes, this might have been like someone getting mauled or like running it off property or something like that. He had all these things about it, like how they stamp the hide from the taxidermist, the people who tan the hide and stuff like that. He had all this fucking information. It was fascinating. So, yeah, that's, I cut my losses. We dickered on price a little bit, and, I'll have a bearskin rug and a kangaroo hide for the wall in a couple of weeks.
I mean, so on the one hand, you only have half a bear hide, so you should get half your money back probably.
But John, I was never in any kind of like, state where I thought I had purchased a full bear. I purchased the pelt that was down in front of me.
I'm just saying, misrepresented. But it's way bigger than you originally thought, so that's exciting.
I love this guy's looking at me going like, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna actually, we could sew it up or we're gonna epoxy it. And then we discussed on like what you're gonna do, and I'm just saying yes, right? And then I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything you've told me about the history of this bear, that you gleaned all of that from like looking at the hide. I want more than ever for this to be sitting on a couch at my house, because this thing is 40 years old.
I want you to get it stuffed. I want you to go get, just like some people have, like somebody somewhere has the other half of that bear stuffed, like it's coming out of a wall. Yeah, I want you to get the back end stuff and hang that on your wall.
So I've got the Gomez Adams polar bear, but only the lower half. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about? Dave Navarro actually owns that, the polar bear from the Adams family, the original Adams family.
That's fucking cool.
But it's a vertical, like 10-foot tall polar bear. But I would just have the lower half of that. John, that's ingenious. I didn't get my brother to maybe throw in some bear guts to top it off, right? Yes. So I will keep you guys updated on that. I'm excited. I love the history of things, and the more he kept talking, the higher I was going to go to make him work harder to make this be a thing. So near the wild.
That's
near the wild.
Near the wild. There you go. Well, I mean, halfway near the wild.
Half near the wild. We're halfway there.
The bottom half, yeah. Yeah, that's I saw some weird hides here, and I didn't know what they were. And one was a lynx, and one was a jaguar.
Well, there are jaguars in Costa Rica, and by the way, Becker, they have had some spottings of jaguars out here, and they're Mexican jaguars in Bisbee.
60 miles from Bisbee. I have this Smithsonian.
At what point do the jaguars become mountain lions?
They're different.
Are you sure?
They'll date, but they won't procreate. It's a thing.
They'll have a fling.
Yeah, but they don't know how long they've been living up there. But they know there's they have photos of them, so they know they're with their cameras.
You know Andrew, who does like handyman work here. Andrew works on the railroad in Bisbee.
Yep.
We went to dinner at his house. He lives in Tombstone Canyon, like on to get to his place. You're like thinking should we drive a car up here, or is there a mule that we should pack in? I mean, it's like this narrow thing on the side of the mountain, and it's an old miner's shack. And one day he said, we were talking about something. And he goes, yeah, I just found there was a mountain lion den up above my house. I go, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, yeah, a bunch of cats were missing in the area. And then I actually went up there and I saw it was they bed down, and it's like in a shaded area up above his house where he was going to put like an outdoor bathtub, like the Cialis commercials. I'm not making a judgment. That's just a frame of reference. We've all seen them. But he saw that and I'm like, motherfucker, you're like out here, like taking the trash out at night, and there's a mountain lion like 20 feet from you. So yeah, they're around, dude.
If a mountain lion charges you, you know what you're supposed to do?
No, what?
Shine a laser on the ground and let it play with it like a cat.
That's a good idea. I'm going to start. Well, I'm going to get on Amazon right now and get it.
Would that be amazing if that worked? They'd be like, dude, you won't believe this. Then your batteries start going dead. You're like, fuck.
It would totally change the way like the lion tamer at Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus like did his act. He doesn't go in there with a chair and a whip. He goes in there with like one of those little tiny little pen light lasers. Just makes him fucking.
That's an idea that would have saved Ringling Brothers. We were a little late.
Yeah, could you believe Ringling Brothers went out of business? I guess
shut down.
Yeah, they.
Well, okay. When was the last time you went to a circus?
2 years ago.
Where?
Bisbee.
Oh, that famous Bisbee circus.
Yeah. No, we went to one when it was in town. There was one out by one of the malls that was all set up, and it was outdoors. It was a really weird setup, but it was entertaining.
Are you sure that wasn't just like a Catholic carnival or something?
No.
I went to a Ringling Brothers circus when I was like, I don't know, I must have been like 8 or 9.
Yeah. Yeah, but back in the 80s, right?
Yeah, when I was a kid, when you're supposed to go to a circus.
Yeah. But I mean, I always found it entertaining. They were the best talent. I think Circus Soleil probably ruined the circus.
Yeah.
But no animals.
The idea behind the circus was to bring animals into inner cities so they could see them. And once you see it, then you'll want to save it. Just like the way we've taken inner city kids and brought them to small towns like Alaska. Now we don't want to save them.
You know, my dad had a really weird upbringing. He had a lot of stepdads and an alcoholic mom. And he actually ran away and joined the circus. Like, for real. Like, driving in tent stakes and then, hey, I need you in the cook. Yeah, it was awesome. But that was a time when you could do that. There was a romantic period of that, and you probably weren't going to get knifed by the guy who ran the pop a balloon dart thing, right?
Yeah.
How great is that, though? Think about it. Just a little snot-nosed kid running up there with a bandana with all this shit in it. He runs up and goes, "Hey, you guys hiring?" He go, "Oh, we just hired somebody. Sorry." Are you fucking serious?
Beat it, kid. I got here first.
I got it.
But I when you say that, I'm picturing my dad, like 50 years old. Beat it, kid. I got here first. Hey, Chaille, go water the camels. Right on it, sir.
But there's no way you get that kind of experience to go on to do anything else. You'd be like sitting in a law office going, "Dude, I once punched a giraffe in the nose. You think I won't kick your ass?"
3 times a day, 4 times on Sunday. Why the giraffe kept coming back, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a perfect seasoning, though, for any job.
Oh, my God. My dad was like that, though, where he could have a conversation with anyone because he was always. I get a little bit of it. I will take the opposite opinion of someone just to keep it going, kind of thing. But my dad was expert at it, and it's because he would always be in a situation to where he was fish out of water. He was trying to figure things out, and then. That's not the way to do it, by the way. But then when he became comfortable in a situation, then he would like to talk. He would converse. He was a great bartender. Very, very good bartender who didn't drink.
There you go.
I don't know why I'm on that.
Double threat.
Double threat. You're going to make money and I'm going to show up early for the morning shift. Hey, any idea how many moose live in the Anchorage area, guys?
I know. Apparently, just like with the number of police, we're supposed to call in.
Yeah.
You see one?
I saw that in the ADN, and I was like, I want to peruse this thing. Have it be in the first couple paragraphs. They're fucking meeting it out. I'm like, God damn it! Just give me the fucking number, or give me a link to go somewhere where you get advertising. But I never saw a number. How many moose are in Anchorage proper?
Well, they're going to put them all in a jar, and you have to guess it.
They don't. They don't know yet.
Oh,
whenever you hit one, you have to call in and just say one less.
Take one off.
I was going to do the Hedberg riff on that. Oh, man, I just want a handful. All right. Well, so no one knows? No one read to the end of the actual article?
No, I only read 2 paragraphs and I'm done.
It should all be there.
I was calling on Skype and reporting it. Going 12 more.
They're all just guesses. They say nobody knows. They're trying to figure it out.
Well, I mean that's everything, right? We got a White House that
they don't even have.
We got a White House, John. We have a White House that runs the exact same way. They're all guesses. Nobody knows.
Well, I was gonna say I like that we don't really have a definitive number on homeless in Anchorage, but they're like, nah, let's just move on and focus on the moose.
Maybe they should buddy up the homeless with a moose, like do that Tony Curtis, Sidney Poitier thing where they handcuff them together until we get a real count.
They both sleep in the same areas.
Yeah. No, they could be roommates. It wouldn't be ideal, but come on. No situation where you're thrust with someone else is it going to be ideal. Prison, homelessness.
You'll have a bunch of homeless guys sending moose into liquor stores to buy booze for them.
Hey, buddy. Hey, you do me a favor? Shoulder tap a moose.
We both have huge noses.
Look, you're big. You look way older than me. You're getting in here.
Just play it cool, man. Just I'll walk straight.
Look, for me to get into this Brown Jug liquor store, I'm gonna have to go get a fucking skip loader or a bulldozer. And that's United Rentals, way on the other side of town. I mean,
keep the sunglasses on. Just tell them, I might have been a spokesperson for Camel cigarettes. Thanks for asking.
Joe Camel's back. I get that all the time. You see a hump back here? Actually, it's a little forward, but okay, granted. Don't they have the hump? Is that a Brahma bull? Yeah,
Brahma bulls. They got bizarre bulls down here too.
Well, in Costa Rica, they actually have a different kind of like bullfighting or bull ring or bull celebration, right, Becker?
Right. Yeah. No, it's those weird bulls where they're that big, weird, like you think of a cartoon bull, like in the cartoons. Yeah,
like with the ring in the nose, black, and scraping
but with those
up.
Weird humps on the back and a huge, like they're as big as a cow in the back, and then there's a hump, and then there's the rest of the bull going. That's in the front.
That's a Brahma bull. There'll be a picture in the links, and I don't know how to spell it, but I'll put it up.
But but they're the ones that buck, and they'll eyeball you in a field and chase you and try to kill you, and we went to the bullfights, and it was really fun.
Wait, what town did you go to? You didn't go to San Jose. Did you go to?
No. There was one right up the hill from us. There's a town called Florida. Which, if you want to know how to spell it, it's spelled like Florida.
Floridia.
Yeah. So I drive, and apparently the town is on top of a mountain, because I drive these winding roads all the way to the top. And I start seeing cow shit on the road. So I go, I think I'm in the right direction. And I get up there, and the bullfights start like right at dark, because they know it's really hot out all day. So all of a sudden we get up there, and I'm with Fritz and Amy, and we go out and we go to the midway part, and it's like a hometown carnival.
But it takes over the plaza, the main part of town. It is a huge. It takes over the town, right, Becker?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how big the town is. I'd say maybe 300-400 people, maybe. Yeah. But there were 5,000 people there for this. And they shoot fireworks off right over your head. And they build wooden stands where everybody sits. And I go, how have you never had a fire? Because, I mean, the fireworks are blowing up and coming right at. And the horses, these girls are on horses in the ring. And the horses don't flinch when artillery shells are going off.
Yeah.
So they may not have a military, but there's training. They're definitely training.
I remember
they fire a shotgun next to the horse's head until it stops flinching.
Yeah. Beating it repeatedly. I remember when we went down there, Becker, years ago, that I never saw a fire extinguisher around those stands. And these are temporary stands that are built up out of just ripped wood and then torn down and moved to another town after that. But I never saw a fire extinguisher, but I saw two guys walking around re-hammering in nails as the day went on. That was their job, to just go around, and if they saw a nail that was working itself out, they would hammer it back in. No fire extinguishers.
I went Saturday night with them, and then they go, well, it's going on Sunday too, so I think I'll go back Sunday. So I go back Sunday afternoon. There's no one there. They go, it doesn't start till 6:30. And I go,
Sunday, church day.
Yeah, but the thing is, you think, well, they got to work Monday. And he goes, they don't give a shit about that. It's too hot. And so I have beautiful pictures for the daylight of empty stands, of these homemade wood stands. And I think they thought I was like with some bureaucracy of enforcement on quality control or something. Because I'm taking pictures of the stand, and all of a sudden people started milling around me, looking at me, going, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Oh, like you're
taking pictures of.
You're like a compliance officer,
right?
And you're white.
There's no one there, and I'm the only guy out in this field taking pictures.
Did you later on? Did you go into the ring with the bulls?
Yeah. But I didn't get any good pictures from that because
well, you were busy.
You get a dog bull, you get a slow bull, then a slow bull, and then when the good bull came, I ran really fast, and it was hard to get a picture.
Oh, you're counting bulls? That's illegal.
Well, yeah,
they'll kick you out for counting bulls.
House says you got to go.
Look, just walk away from the money on the table, and we'll let you get
honest to God, it was really fun, and I'm going to find out when it is next year, and you guys should come down because it literally was like a hometown carnival with fireworks, bullfights. They set the field on fire. They come out and pour gasoline.
Wait, on purpose? On purpose?
Light it up, and you're like sitting there going, "Is this legal?" It was like a weird camping ground thing. I don't know. It didn't seem like anybody was in charge.
This is also how they get rid of all the extra tires in town. They just light the field on fire and start throwing tires on it. It's the patron saint of tires.
They had a booth that was actually had gluten-free, sugar-free, like churros.
Churros,
the long. Yeah, they squeeze them out of this machine, and then they use sugar-free sugar, and then they inject them with sugar-free cream and whatever. And I'm like, you really have a gluten-free, sugar-free thing? So I took a picture of the guy going, This is unbelievable. I'm on a mountain in a town with gasoline on the ground, and you guys have this.
That's progress.
I got a picture of that, and I'll put it in the show notes. And clearly, it's not fat free.
I don't think he eats at his own booth.
Yeah, he's eating somewhere. That's for sure.
I know a professional rodeo rider. Is that the term?
Yeah.
he broke one of my bar stools.
Okay.
He's
John, hold on a second. You own a bar?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, give it a plug.
It doesn't have a name. It's just like I call it the breakfast bar. Sometimes I sit there and eat breakfast.
Oh, at your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was this during Super Bowl?
No, this was a while ago. He was actually a friend of one of our old roommates. His name's Taylor Price.
Okay.
And he is from Texas, and he's like a rodeo rider, which fascinated me because I didn't know that was like a real job until I met him. And I have really shitty bar stools, which is why I don't have a business permit yet. I can't have paying customers on them. And he was hanging out. We were talking about the rodeo, and then my bar stool just like crumbled underneath him. And I guess it couldn't have happened to a more prepared person as a rodeo rider.
Oh yeah.
But then a year later, Taylor Price won $600,000 in like the American rodeo. And
you had to email him and go, any chance you get me a new chair?
Yeah, I did not get any new bar stools, tell you that much.
But John, you know, like rodeo is like one of the biggest conventions in Vegas every year, right?
Believe it or not, Greg, I did not know that.
Oh, all right. Well, when you eventually get that job in the news, in any kind of news, maybe you'll pay attention to some of these things. I hope I'm helping in my little way.
I've been on the rodeo beat this whole time. How do I have a job?
John, PBR isn't just a beer, okay?
Yeah.
I coincidentally was watching the rodeo of some sort that they just did in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium because my internet was out and I only get 2 channels on television.
And one of them is from the Dallas Stadium?
Well, one of them, it was like early morning on CBS on Sunday. So they were showing this rodeo. And let me tell you, those guys can tackle baby cows real fast. They
can handle a bar stool collapsing under them really fast.
Oh yeah, no problem. That should be a new event where they just put like a shitty Walmart bar stool in the middle of the dirt pit, and you see how long a guy can sit on it, and then he has to catch himself when it breaks.
Becker? Who was the comic that came up to Bisbee and he broke 2 bar stools in like 20 minutes in the funhouse?
Oh,
LaBelle?
Yeah.
Danny LaBelle?
LaBelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have him. In fact, Randall from Homicidal Supermodels plays up at Coots, and a friend of ours for years. He was the lead singer from the Marilyn Manson cover band that I did years ago. He was Marilyn Manson. He was Marilyn Manson, and he fucking great friend. He's up here, and he took the proverbial bull by the horns as soon as he landed. We had a fucking blast when he was up here. And one of the last nights, he was so wasted, and he kept falling out of a stool. Like it was Tracy and Bingo and I were playing music, and it was really, really low key. And we would start to play like a Lumineers song, and all of a sudden Randall would like lean forward and like this is a guy who like was hanging out with us during like while we were rehearsing, right? And then all of a sudden now we're playing, and Bird Cloud is here. It's the Farts Festival. Bird Cloud is here, and they're watching us play, and Randall would just like slowly, like leaning Tower of Pisa, just go right to the fucking ground, like 2 or 3 times in a row. And then he goes, "I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore." And then I'm like, "All right, dude, just crash on the couch. You'll be fine." He leaves, and it's like, wow, that was weird. Hey, we're going to start again. I look over. It's the Danny LaBelle fucking stools. They're like turned up. They're like a weeble wobble bass on them. We just can't get rid of them. And it's like we just someone is going to fall out of that stool eventually. Why do we keep these things? Just throw them away.
Put them on the deck upstairs.
Put them on the deck upstairs. There's a liability if they live. Yeah, no, I told Randall like a couple weeks later. I go, hey, by the way, because I'm so sorry about that. I go, no, dude, it's not you, it's me.
That it was like giving him a dribble glass.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, asshole, how come you keep putting port wine all over your chest? Yeah, it was a good time. So, rodeo's a thing, John. So, newsflash.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I love animals, and I think they have to don't they have to tie the Broncos' testicles up to make them buck? Isn't that the thing? Is that
Becker? Do you know about that?
Yes, they do. Yeah, that was Fritz and Amy live in Montana. They're the ones we got our property from, and Amy's like, I just can't stand what they do to the bulls, and they go, what? And she goes, well, they tie that thing on there and yank their balls to get them to
they cinch it right before the rider gets on. Yeah. They it's like one of those belts, those hippie belts, where it's like there's no hook or a clasp or anything. You just kind of weave it around 2 pieces of metal and cinch it tight. Well, imagine that with your scrotum caught between you and the belt, right?
And I'm sure the horses and the bulls live the best possible lives horses and bulls can live.
That's what we kept telling her. I go,
But then they have 10 seconds of having their balls cinched up. Ugh.
Well, but these two also just ate meat on a stick at the carnival park. Yeah. And I go, there's a worse life for a bull than this.
Yeah.
Listen, animals should only die when I'm slightly hungry. Yeah. That's how I feel. Also, I live in a place where they make dogs run fucking thousands of miles in the fucking frigid weather. So I'm no activist.
Yeah, I'm not doing Obamacare.
I'm just a fan of animals and testicles, and I hate to see them both mistreated.
I'm not a fan of testicles. I'm a fan of my testicles not being cinched.
I'm a fan of all testicles, Greg. The testicle.
He's got bare testicle. He's got a bare testicle rug, for God's sake.
That's true. Hey guys, I need to get a drink really quick. Can I interest you guys in taking a little break?
Yeah. Let's take a little break.
Be right back.
I'm gonna
be right back. Hey, go get a coconut, Becker.
Yeah. Hey, this podcast is sponsored by DougStanUp.com, where his merchandise is available year-round. Buy some goddamn merchandise. He supports us, so you should support him. That's how Ggreg makes money. Now, back to the podcast, already in progress. Tequila, fresh tequila.
I found my Bisbee winter bungalow.
Oh yeah? Where's it at? What street?
B Street.
Ah, B Street's not bad.
It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere.
No, that's what you get. Some of them are in the middle of nowhere, but it's not bad. I mean, it's just a matter of finding somebody to rent during the summer.
Right.
No, it's beautiful, John. It really is. It's amazing. There'll be big news coming out soon.
Mm. There's looking around.
There's a lot going on, John. There's a lot going on. Costa Rica is beautiful this year too. Honestly, the weather is just perfect. I went snorkeling for 4 hours yesterday, and then I brought 70 pounds of driftwood from the beach. I drug it probably about a half mile up a hill.
Why? Why did you drag it up?
Because I wanted it, and it was at the beach, and the only way to get up here was to drag it. So I drug it through a field. But yeah, I think I'm changing. I think my molars are coming back really strong, and I'm eating meat raw.
It's a sunny climate. It's changing you physically. It's changing your DNA.
Yeah, it is. No, I
animal to man.
I've never felt better about life in my life.
Guys, I jumped in on this one. I don't know if this is a good time to jump in, but I didn't have a mixer, so I'm drinking vodka and kombucha.
All right.
The sound guy doesn't have a mixer.
It's got to be
kombucha.
It's kind of funky.
Well, it is expired. I should have enjoyed it by 1/13/2017. But are either of you familiar with this kombucha stuff?
I'm fairly familiar. I've had my fair share.
Oh,
no, my parents are still together.
What is it? I mean,
it's basically just fermented tea.
Okay. So why is it like if I got a Sobe tea or one of these fucking designer teas, like that's exactly what it looks like. It has the marketing of a tea company like Snapple or something. Why are they? Why? Yeah. Is there something to be worried about? Or should I contact Homeland Security? What's going on here?
About your expired kombucha?
Why is there an expiration date? There's not a fuck. There's a drink before date on beer, but that doesn't say don't drink it after. This says, well, I guess it says enjoy by.
Does it say no preservatives? Yeah, check, because if it does, don't drink it.
I think it's fine. I don't know, man. I think they just had to put an expiration date on there. They mean like a Best By date.
Oh, so it's bullshit. Because the dates are bullshit on everything. Yeah. You know that. Come on.
Dates are completely bullshit.
None of it is regulated by the government. These are all things that companies, and when I say companies, I mean individuals. When companies put things on a date on there, it's really a motivation for you to, I'm doing the air quotes, enjoy their product at its peak, but to make you throw it out and be afraid and buy more.
Yeah, and most of the time it's just when the grocery store is getting another shipment of milk or chicken or whatever, so they need to get that shit out of there by that date.
Milk or chicken or whatever.
or kombucha.
I would be worried about chicken, but
no, milk and chicken don't ever go bad, Greg. Yeah. It's a lie.
Milk and chicken.
But kombucha, it's tea, and then they put this. It's called a SCOBY. It's like a yeast. It's like a yeast patty. Mm-hmm. They put in it, and it ferments the whole thing, and it gets kind of like. You put some sugar in it, and it gets all effervescent, like beer almost, and because the yeast is
John, I mean, us three previous brewers know that the sugar.
I got a beer brewing right now.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Becker, are you out of the game? Are you out of the beer
I'm
brewing?
Not out. I'm making a local Costa Rican drink, and I will send you the pictures. But there are some berries that were never they don't bloom over down here. Mm-hmm. And they're blooming they're called wild grapes or something, but they're on these spiky tree things. And I actually looked up and go, there's actual berries on it. So I look in, and this is the best in the book where you look up trees and shrubs and stuff. It's whatever the almanac for that down here. And I'm looking at it. They usually put them in alcohol and make a red drink. So I put it in alcohol, and then I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know if you could eat them.
Well,
This is not about a tree book.
A minor detail, Becker. A minor detail. Don't worry about eating red berries that you don't know what they are. Go ahead.
But the book said they put them in alcohol to make a red drink. So I put them in there, and my friend was down here. One of the guys I know from Alaska was down here on vacation. And I told him it makes a red drink. He goes, when? I go, I don't know. It was in a tree book. They're not really specific on the recipe. And so now the glass with vodka in it has turned bright red. And I talked to Fritz, who, again, we got the property from. He goes, yeah, you did everything right. You put it in there, leave it for about 3 weeks, and you'll have a red drink, and it tastes like kind of a mulberry wine. I'm like, so I did it right.
So is it good?
Yeah, it's not bad. So, I mean, it tastes like a weird wine.
It's like a naturally fermented?
Like a raspberry wine. Like a raspberry wine.
But naturally fermented?
Yeah.
All right.
Just throw it in vodka, put it in the fridge, and leave it alone.
Yeah.
If you put it outside, you'll get some wild yeast in there, and throw it in a barrel. Get an old wine barrel, throw it in there, and let it hang out for a year. No, 9 months.
A year? 9 months. All right.
Wow, that seems.
Yeah,
that seems long.
I did it as a joke, and it turned out I did it exactly right. He goes, "Yeah, you got a refrigerator, or the berries will turn."
Well, I'll tell you what. I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic. None of us have died from any of the things we've tried to cook with alcohol, but I'm done with the beer. I've got my whole kit in a bin downstairs. I'm going to take it to Penny Lane, to the thrift store in town. I'm just going to dump it off there. Here, you throw it away, kind of thing. And I want to build a still. I want to fucking make like vodka or whiskey or something.
Oh, I have a friend who did that in his garage. He made moonshine.
What's his address?
Hold on. I did not say the M. I did not say the M word for a reason. I don't want to make moonshine. I'll listen to your story, John. But listen, I want to make a palatable liquor that you can enjoy and go. That's the Chaille vodka.
Well, one, moonshine is palatable after you have one or two.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And two, moonshine is basically just unaged whiskey.
Moonshine, the guys who make moonshine who have no teeth, every time they drink it, they gasp.
Well, because if you really want to make it good, you put a little paint thinner in it.
Have you seen The Great Escape? Steve McQueen?
I have. You put a little bit of paint thinner and then you throw a peach in there and boom.
Paint thinner peach.
You got yourself.
I've been watching MASH, and quite frankly, I think I'm going to go with the whole gin still.
But you know what I mean, Becker? Like we could put a still here somewhere, and don't get crazy. Don't be one of these guys. Don't go over the top with it. Do a nice 40 proof. What the fuck? That's good enough.
Can produce 2 cocktails a day.
That's all.
4 cocktails.
All right. If there's 2 of us in the room, we need 4. Without the kombucha. Kombucha, I just read on the side of this thing, it has there's naturally occurring alcohol. It's fermented tea, but it's not enough to get fucked up. I mean, it's not like do they prevent like high schoolers from buying kombucha?
They used to say, I think you have to drink a lot of kombucha to get fucked up. They used to sell some kombucha at Fred Meyer that was like 2% alcohol, but then they stopped, and now it's 0% alcohol versions.
I'm gonna tip you guys to something that was so ingenious and revolutionary as a high schooler. I found out about this from JJ Tranquilla from what is it? Something the band 80s. The band JJ and I were in a couple bands stuck in reverse, and now he does right. I like robots, right? We were talking one time. I fucking love JJ, and he was telling me that when he was in high school, like the 3 of us, we would try and pimp beer from someone, or we do a shoulder tap, or an older brother, or whatever, right? That's how we would get beer. He went to like Alaska Mill and Feed and bought a beer making kit, which is totally legal to sell to someone under the age of 21. And he just said it's a sign. You're already ahead of me. How fucking ingenious is that? He said he would go in there every semester and buy a kit and then make fucking beer. And there's a science experiment. It's like Peter Brady making the fucking volcano, right? This is totally innocuous. No one's gonna fucking question, well, this will be our next Albert Einstein. This genius. Actually, no. This is way more akin to Pablo Escobar. This is a guy who's figuring out how to fucking make beer, and everyone is fooled by it. I thought that was so fucking smart. So fucking
smart.
That is smart.
I give hats off to him.
Becker, you got every fucking angle and every fucking scam 6 ways to Sunday. Is that awesome or what?
I had older brothers, so we never needed beer, but JJ didn't, and he's an only child, and that was very clever.
Very fucking smart.
I was a nerd and didn't drink in high school, but I would have.
Well, I told you what
I should start selling homebrew kits to teenagers. Is what you're saying?
No. You should start selling homebrew kits to people who want to buy homebrew kits. It's not illegal to sell a homebrew kit to a high schooler.
True.
John, you need a storefront here in Bisbee. Homebrew kits are us.
Homebrew kits, and we'll ship to your location.
Oh yeah, no, there'll be no walk-in traffic. We'll be on Arizona Street where there's nobody, and honestly. You can't keep the shit on the shelves.
I still want to try the law on the fact, because they really won't let you sell alcohol online. But if I send you, apple juice with yeast in it, it wouldn't be alcohol when I mailed it.
But when it got to me, the post office is doing the heavy lifting.
Unless we send it by ground, I'm legal.
They're culpable. They're the ones who made it alcohol.
I read about
That's brilliant.
I read about a couple of guys who wanted to start a distillery, and they wanted to make a gin distillery, but then realized how expensive it would be to open a distillery because of all the like permits and all the inspections and stuff. So and then they realized they could just sell a gin making kit and not even make the gin, and they wouldn't have to do any of that permitting.
Sure.
Now they own an island or something.
You sell the components, and you let them deal with the fucking repercussions on the other end.
Right. I did that with meth.
What? Did you say math or meth?
Did you say meth?
Meth. You just put it together and we're good, right?
You know, in Seattle, actually, towards Kirkland, there is an area where it was wine. There are wineries, and they have now got into the business of distilleries because it's legal. And it's only certain quantities, and it's very exclusive. But you're such a population base like Seattle. You can just sell there. You'll be fine. And my brother,
I've had some.
Yeah, well, my brother,
Seattle whiskey.
My brother went on a tour, and you need a driver to take you on a tour of distilleries, not like you would need a driver taking you on a tour of wineries. And that might be, hey, the Near the Wild taxi service. Like
that's a great
one. You're like, hey, you want to do your party? We'll drive you to the tastings, and you're doing nothing, but most of the time you're sitting in a parking lot playing Candy Crush, John, and that's it. You're just doing your fucking thing. It's a safe passage home.
Yeah, and we sprayed the back seat with all that stuff that repels all liquid
and vomit.
Yeah, and we just put a drain in the bottom of the car, and we just, you're good. Get out.
We can hose it. Yeah, I always told everyone who would listen to me, which is not many, just you two, basically. My perfect bar would be a rectangle, what they call a shotgun bar. Becker, you know what I'm talking about, right? Shotgun.
Exactly.
Shotgun bar is you've got a bar that starts right near the front, maybe 10 feet from the front door, and then it goes long ways, right? For as long as you can go. And then you hit the shitters and stuff in the back and whatever. But it would be a kind of bar like that, but it's tilted a little, just like a rain gutter tilt, one way or the other. And then in the corner, like side pocket, Florida, you have a fucking drain. And at the end of the night, you just fucking shoot. You coat the fucking place in rhino lining or whatever they put in the pickup beds, right? And you just shoot everything into that corner with a hot hose, right? That would be the easiest.
I never understood why they don't do that. Same with the bathrooms.
But you know what I mean? It's like, in Mexico, South America, Central America, the bathrooms are usually just a drain and then 4 walls built around it. There's a shitter, there's a shower, and there's a sink. And it's all in the same room. And there's no barriers, whatever, right?
When I was in Japan, they actually had high pressure spray that went, because it's all tiled in there.
Yeah.
And it would, when they'd lock it at night, and then high pressure spray would go in there and completely annihilate it with soap and water, and then it would all go down the drain. Yeah. And the next day, the bathroom was sparkly clean. You
know, they do that in like San Francisco, I think, wherever there's a heroin problem. They do that in some of the public toilets that they have available, in that you can be in there for a certain amount of time, and then a beeper, beep, beep, they're giving you a countdown, and after that, it starts spraying that. It starts spraying like a disinfectant, because they don't want people shooting up in there. But they want to be polite to people who are spending money in their town, and need to fucking drop a deuce because you hit Chipotle. Come on. Listen, public toilets that's the linchpin to a downtown commerce area making fucking things happen. If you can't take a piss somewhere, then why you're going to leave? Right?
I know, but the thing is the way you described it sounded like Flashdance.
All right. I didn't mean to, but I did go into the public toilet right down in downtown Old Bisbee today, and I was gonna walk by because I was going up to the Copper Queen, which just got bought. Someone walked into the Becker. Actually, John. The Copper Queen is a hotel, restaurant, bar that's been in Bisbee since the 1800s.
Oh, all right.
Someone walked in there like a month ago and paid $3 million cash to take it off the people's hands. The people that were owning it had owned it for like 10 years. They were they had gone through, Becker, what was it, like Bar Rescue or Hotel Impossible?
Yeah, Hotel Rescue.
One of these fucking things. And they hired the production crew, not the hotel company. They were definitely on dire straits. The production crew hired half of the people that show up here at football on Sundays to be quote unquote patrons or quote unquote someone walking off the street. Like, so bullshit, right? And it's like, that's how desperate that is, right? And someone walked in and saw the potential, which I don't have $3 million. The potential is there. They not only have $3 million. They bought that fucking place and now they're revamping everything. They're doing everything to that fucking joint, which makes me want to buy property around it because
that's where Becky and Mark and I went.
Oh yeah,
before the Super Bowl started to go see it, and we met the people, and there's big news coming.
Dude, it's great. The employee. Hey, listen. When employees who have been working there for 2, 3, 4, 5 years are excited and talking about what's going to happen, because the menu is still the old menu, and from what I heard, the new owners are like, we want to do vegetarian options, we want to do all this other fucking crazy shit, and when the current employees are talking about how excited they are, I'm like, you can't fucking buy that. You can't make the day bartender be excited about something unless he's actually excited. That's impossible. No, that's
good. Like I said, we went in and talked to them. They were rewiring it and doing all kinds of other things. And we had a good conversation. And quite frankly, it's a good location.
I'm looking at it on kayak.com right now. And the location, very high marks, 8.4. And if anybody's wondering, you can stay there for $119 a night right now. That could go up. Who knows?
I'll tell you right now. I walked by. Guys, it's so fun to walk around with a green mohawk and no one know who you are. That's how often I don't get down. It was really kind of shocking. That's how often I don't get down to Old Bisbee. But I said, oh, I'm going to use the public restroom in the park. And I'm like, hey, no one would complain about this, right? Because I want to see what people can complain about this town, because I love this town. I want to invest in this town. And I go in the bathroom, public bathroom during the day, not a problem. Wow. I've paid $80 to see the Foo Fighters and been more than disappointed with the fucking shitter at Memorial Stadium, right? So I'm walking through the front door of the Copper Queen, because I want to see what I walk through as a guest, right? And I heard a guy talking, and he goes, yeah, I'll take it. It was like $280 for a fucking tonight. It's a Wednesday night. And he's like, yeah, I'll take it. Whatever the cheapest one I want. Yeah, I'll stay here. And as I walk through going to the bar, the front desk is on my right. On the left, they've got some guy selling jade. This place is known for jade and copper. And I see, like, 7 duffel bags lined up, people waiting to check in. I'm like, wow. All right, 200 something a night.
Also,
right,
it's got a pool.
Next podcast, I will let you know what the pool's like.
It looks great. It's also a popular ghost haunt. So maybe you could do some ghost hunting and some lounging by the pool.
Halloween special.
And if you Google Copper Queen and you look through the pictures, there's a picture of a chihuahua drinking a beer on the deck. So, I mean.
Oh, you're in. John's in.
Love it.
John's in. Oh, Becker, you too. You guys both have chihuahuas.
Yeah, I'm a three-peat, not a Johnny-come-lately.
Follower. Hey, Becker, I got to ask you, what is that? I'll put it in the show notes. What is that fucking crustacean you're holding up?
Hang on. There's a truck. Can you hear this?
Who can't?
No, this is not the ocean, people. This is a truck going up and down the hill. They are building like crazy here. I think the Trump presidency is going to make Costa Rica the next Chicago.
in a good way or a bad way?
No, I mean no people from Chicago, but yeah, no, the old Chicago, the one with all the good people.
I was thinking Killings, and Becker goes right to the people from Chicago. That's fucking awesome.
No, it's amazing. They're building like crazy. I think this property is now a gold mine, as they're building a PGA Tour golf course up above us, and they're building condos.
Wait, Becker, above you?
Yes, above us.
You're like in the foothills, and then it goes above, but I don't remember, like, Fritz had that property above you, but that was just, like, that's not a course. That's a mini golf course.
Not our property, up the road.
Up the road,
You
okay.
go around the corner. Right. Yeah, but the thing is this is just deep. It's going to be amazing. It's happening awesome. Right now.
Huh.
Well, I thought about this earlier, and I waited for the kombucha to kick in. Next year, John, I'm putting you on the spot. We're going to do at least 2 podcasts from Costa Rica next year.
All right.
And I'll figure some way to maybe finance this through t-shirt sales or something. But I think we should do that next year. Let's do
I agree.
A week in Costa Rica next year.
I agree with
yes.
you. Let's brilliant.
Do it. I'm sitting in Anchorage right now wondering why we didn't do that this year.
Actually, John, we may do the 3 of us. I guarantee you it's going to be the 2 of us.
I'm going.
I'm
in.
Oh, do you think I wasn't going?
Is Becker not coming?
Well, yeah. I was just trying to make you suffer a little bit more.
There'll be a lot of big news coming out soon, but not right now. But soon there'll be a lot of big news coming out, and it's going to be a blast, John. You're not going to believe it.
I can't wait.
No, so I got a great Costa Rica story. So we went to the festival on Sunday. I went Monday afternoon. No festival, 6:30. I go, really? So I don't want to drive at night on that road again. So I'm like, fuck that. So I stay here. I'm outside. I got a little fire going. There's no wind. I'm thinking about burning the fire pit, but I don't, because I go, I want to make sure I do it in a time when I can have fun with it.
Yeah.
I was just going to burn it. And I was like, no, I'm going to wait.
Where you dig, like you get someone with a backhoe to like dig down like a big pit.
No, it's been there since we built it. Yeah, it's always been there.
But that's how big it is. It's not like everyone throwing their empty beer cans into a fucking fire pit, which is basically the size of a 55-gallon trash can.
No, it's half of an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Exactly.
So this thing goes up. So I was debating if I was going to do it. I already had driven to the festival, which was completely ghosted, and they go, come back at night. And I'm like, I don't want to do that again. I saw it at night, so I'm good. So I decided, okay, I'll just stay here. And I'm a little lit up, but I'm outside. I got a little fire going. There's no wind at all. I go, I should have probably burned it. And the tree on our plateau starts shaking like crazy. And I think there's an earthquake. I go, fuck. And all of a sudden I realized it's just the tree. So now I'm going, what the fuck? And I have a spotlight, one of those super mags, so I can see anything. I'm going to light you up in it. mile away. No. I'm looking right at the tree, and it's like that bad movie where the goat or wherever the thing that's going to kill you is invisible. The tree keeps shaking.
Predator.
Is it Predator? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm looking right at it, and I can't see what the hell it is. And it's going through the tree, and limbs are falling. And I'm going, what the fuck is going through the tree that's so big it's breaking sticks off? And it goes 90 miles an hour in front of me. And then it's in another tree, and then it's over by the palm, and then it goes ding. And I'm right eye level with this thing. And I got a mag light going, where is it? I can't see it. And then down by the fence, I hear, woo, woo. Sounds like a cow kind of. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then our neighbors, who we don't have that many neighbors, come up the hill at the same time, and it starts running the hill and comes around the corner where it could come popping back up on the plateau. Yeah. Well, the car's locked, so I can't get in that. I don't want to run in the house because I'll miss it, but I can hear it coming. And I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm shining the light on our little landscaping to try to see it. Well, the light is also going over the grass for security, or not security, but so that, anyway, privacy. And it's shining on the hill. So now the people driving up the hill think I'm signaling them to stop. I need help. And
no, they shouldn't stop. They're going to die.
But the thing is, I'm not going down that driveway to go tell them that it was a false alarm. I don't know what the hell's down there, but it's somewhere between me and the people that think I need help.
Yeah.
So I don't want to false flag them. But so now I'm freaked out going, what the fuck? It's a fucking goddamn like 20-pound, maybe 25-pound anteater.
What?
An anteater.
An aardvark.
There you go. Yes.
Wait, what is it? What is it in Costa Rica? In Costa Rica,
miles an hour.
Hold on a second. In Costa Rica, is it an aardvark or is it an anteater? I thought anteaters were Africa.
Isn't there another name for them too?
Well, there's different names for animals that look the same in Costa Rica that we've seen up here in Bisbee. So I don't know, and I can't check it on my computer because I'm doing the recording here.
Okay, there is anteater. Anteater is a common name.
Special report from PBS. John Norris. I'm trying to make it official.
Sounds very official.
John, you're in the field. What can you tell us about these anteaters or aardvarks?
Well, according to my research, the anteater is commonly known for eating ants. That's what it actually says on Wikipedia.
So the aardvark eats ards? I don't understand.
It says the name anteater is also colloquially applied to the unrelated aardvark, numbat, echidnas, pangolins, and some members of the Eco-Bidet. I don't know what that word is. That's a tough word.
Bidet? That's bathroom.
Oh, yeah. It's not related to a bidet.
Shit's outside.
Doesn't exist. Yeah, shit's outside. Doesn't exist.
It's an outdoor bidet.
That's what I say no, John.
An outdoor bidet.
People don't know that aardvark's actually an outdoor bidet if you just stick your ass out there long enough.
Well, you stick your ass out there long enough, something's going to happen, right? Am I right, fellas?
You're
lead with the front.
Right.
Lead with the front.
I guess anteaters have like a really long nose.
Proboscis.
Aardvarks have more of like a snout, I guess.
Tomato. Jesus Christ. Really? That's the best we got?
Aardvarks, Africa.
Fake news. You work for a news agency, John? God.
I mean, barely.
Italian Jew? Let's call the whole thing off.
It's publicly funded. If you donate more money, they can hire better reporters.
Actually, if you donate money to us, you and I can go to Costa Rica next year.
True. We can do some aardvark research on our own.
I'll tell you what. This is a plug. Thank you, everyone. I don't want to step into your aardvark research project here, but everyone.
Oh, I'm done.
Everyone who's bought a Near the Wild T-shirt, we all appreciate it. Thank you so much. And the Japanese drawings are still going out because I copied them. So if you're still buying a Near the Wild T-shirt, I'm going to send you more of the Doug Stanhope and Bingo Japanese art school drawings that someone sent us, but they're copies. They're still great because I got the best ones. It's big. It's great. It's big. Yeah. It's better than fuck. What was I talking about? Oh, was I talking about merch?
Yeah.
Merch? Yeah. No, and thank you, Brock, for the shirts are amazing.
The shirts really are awesome.
No, it's great.
They really are.
I'll try to edit this so I don't sound as drunk as a fucking asshole who brought a topic up and can't remember how to end it. What was I fucking?
He did this, John. He wouldn't edit it.
If you instead of editing parts out, you should just slow your sections down even more so you sound real drunk.
Oh.
Is it an anteater or an aardvark?
I did want to say I said thank you for everyone buying the stuff. And what the fuck? Where was I going with it? Becker, come on. In our pre-meeting before we talk to John, we talk about all this stuff.
Yes.
Like,
you guys have pre-meetings?
I don't have my memo, like the memo sheet, like the itinerary of what we're going through today. What were we gonna do after? Like John told, like at the bullet point where it says John tells his boring story. After that,
How do you know which one is your cue?
No,
what number?
No, there's A, B, C, and D, but I definitely have unprepared John Norris story B. So
you missed that one. That was like the rodeo rider one.
No, that was really good. But yeah.
What number of podcasts is Doug on?
Actually, tomorrow. Well, when this goes out, actually, it's not when this goes out. Doug's on 199 right now.
Wow.
And we're doing a 2000. So I'm trying to get him to fucking. It's a soft opening. It's like, hey, should we do some Skype stuff? And it's like, we do Near the Wild with Skype all the time.
And the quality's off the charts.
Well, notwithstanding yesterday, honestly, it's because he's like, hey, we should get this person. I was like, hey, you know, if we're going to get James Inman on the podcast, we're not flying him here. We're going to Skype.
He won't leave.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, we don't have enough Xanax for James Inman to show up here for him to leave to be able to sell it. He like warmed up to it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. Cause now I can call everyone, right? I got everyone. Yeah. So the sky's the limit. So, yeah. So, we got the 200 episode of
actually trademark Skype's the limit.
Yes.
Skype's the limit. Ggreg, you should start splitting these episodes up into two-parters, so it looks like we have twice as many podcasts.
John, you millennials, you guys care about numbers. You care about funky sunglasses that stand you out and rolling your fucking stupid peg jeans that we did in the 80s, and you want more podcasts than actually are available. We don't care.
You and I say
those are all very common criticisms of millennials.
Hey, listen, I'm at the supermarket today, and this kid, obviously pasty white from somewhere in the East Coast, came down here to pretend to be a surfer, looked at me at the supermarket, and I was checking to see if the phone was working yet because I was at the supermarket in Tamarindo, so it should have been on, but I think I turned it off, so I checked it. So I took out my fanny pack and I put it back in. He looked at me and he kind of went smug, like, oh, you got a fanny pack? I looked at him, I go, you weren't getting laid in Connecticut? You're not getting laid here either. Fucking brilliant. I wish I'd have filmed it. I would like to have the white boy. Yeah, nobody wants that down here. Sorry. Get a 10.
Fanny packs are very, very hip right now.
Down here? Yeah. A lot of robbery on the beach. Get a fanny pack.
Well, that's a different thing, Becker. I still get douche chills about getting knifed in Tamarindo.
Yeah, well,
we were all in a very compromising situation, but when people are like scrambling under a chain link fence to bash my head in with a rock, I tend to remember that shit.
Ggreg, honest to God, and you remember we were telling Doug that we ran into the prostitutes in Tamarindo?
Yeah.
And they remembered us. They remembered Doug too.
Yeah. The swap cast 2 episodes ago. Yeah.
He thought we were fucking with him. We were not.
I know.
Becky's did test. I played pool last week with the guy that bit Matt.
Matt was a friend of Renee's, Doug's first wife, and that he sported a bite mark on his person forever. And some guy bit him, and I can't remember that guy's last name. That guy was so fun and crazy, but sometimes that's when you're young, that's fun, John.
I missed it. No, I'm just.
But anyway, I really did. I met the guy that we got in the brouhaha with on the beach, and we were playing pool for like a week in Tamarindo with him. And I'm really good at pool, so he was like really impressed. And then I said, I think we're safe enough now. I can broach it. And I said, did you ever on the beach with a guy, and there was a big guy with us, and he's like, oh yeah. I will get a picture with him next week. I will go down and get a picture with him. I didn't want to do it then because it was too weird, but yeah.
It's too soon.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely him.
Hey guys, I got the kombucha in me. You don't know what happens when you got the kombucha. All of a sudden
I'm sure on the kombucha.
Hey, where's my hacky sack? Tomorrow. Where's my Rasta beanie? I need a Cat in the Hat. I don't know.
More vodka and bukkake.
Vodka bukkake. That's a whole different scene, bro.
I think you ordered wrong, sir.
All right, guys, I got to tell you right now, we're going to wrap this up, but I got so many notes from yesterday, and we'll just keep going on. We'll talk about it next week. Thank you so much for everyone listening to this podcast because
yes, thank you.
We're not worthy. Yeah. We're just talking to each other, and we appreciate it.
Well, don't know why you're listening, but thanks for listening.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What'd you say?
What?
We're good.
Hey, Becker, get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, all right. You've listened to another episode of Near the Wild. I'm Matt Becker, sitting in Costa Rica listening to howler monkeys in 88 degrees.
I'm John Norris, already applying sunscreen for the Costa Rica 2018 trip.
And this is Ggreg Chaille in Bisbee, Arizona. God damn it, there's no Uber or Lyft. How am I going to get back down to OB to fucking finish my drink?
Near the Wild shuttle.
Good idea.
You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Matt Becker, John Norris, and Ggreg Chaille. Recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Matt Becker's backyard bus. Produced and engineered in Bisbee, Arizona by Chaille.
I gotta go teach a class to some stupid university students.
Sure you do. Whatever.
You should get them to all do a picture of Doug and Bingo and then send it to Ggreg.
Yeah, do that. Get them to send a drawing.
All right.
We already know only 3 of them will participate. The others will be smoking cohibas and drinking Bud Lights in the back of the room.
Video salary man.